Good morning, everyone. Let me just match this out in the background. I'm moving out of this place. Somewhere. I'm going. Alright. Moving forward. Good morning, everyone. Grand rising. For whatever part of the day it may be for you. Peace and blessings. This morning, my spirit has awakened me with hope and joy. The joy of my salvation gives me the energy to get up and know that yesterday is gone, the lessons have been learned. It's time for new lessons today. We can't reclaim the past. We can only learn from it. As I'm sitting here, I was pondering, and the Spirit of God rose up something in me as I'm rolling through my book. And what it rose up in me was the 66 laws of the Illuminati and the 44 laws of success. One of the laws is keep your enemy close. We've done that. I wasn't even intimidated by it. You know what I mean? But as far as what I would like to tackle today in our discussion, I would like to tackle life paths. Because we are all called to do certain things in our lives. We have life path numbers. The life path numbers purpose is to give you a clue as to what you should be looking into. The life paths, plus the aspects of who you are in your birth charts, give you keys and clues into understanding who you are and who you were called to be. Since so many of us operate in our self-love energies, our limits, we have not yet tapped into the prosperity that God has intended for us in our north nodes. Our south nodes bring prosperity as well. But this is not prosperity that you can readily keep in your south nodes, because that's the money that gets robbed, cheated, stolen. That's the money that you attach to. That's the money that if you have, for example, Capricorn in the Lilith. If you have Capricorn in your Lilith, you are going to gravitate to all of the low vibrational fruit. It is what it is. A Capricorn in Lilith can make you addictive in your behaviors. A Capricorn in Lilith can make you indecisive. It can make you an attaching person. It can make you a domineering person. It can make you a narcissistic person. It can bring about all of your negative aspects in their rawest form. It's having a Capricorn in Lilith. Say your Capricorn was in Lilith. Now, You're going to always be ambitious, because it can be both your moon and your Lilith sign. And sometimes the moon and the Lilith are the same. Depends on your birth chart. That's why you must pull your birth charts. Your birth charts dig into more aspects of who you are than you really understand. You see, you can wrap your mind around the concept of the moment that the Spirit of God decided it's time for your assignment. Because it doesn't matter what doctrine you listen to, because there is so much false doctrine out here. There's a lot of it. And when you don't know the Word of God, and you don't know how to rightly divide the word of truth, and you look at programs, or you look at things, they're called programs because they program. You just select which program you want to be programmed with. Because so many of us don't know the true aspects of who we are, where we come from, or what makes us tick, we get caught up in our Lilith. And that's why it's important for us to pull birth charts. It's important for us to learn about life path numbers and things of this nature, because all of these aspects tie together for the me, myself, and I. If your life path number says totals out to a 1, you're going to have leadership qualities. You're going to have that leadership mentality. You're going to have that leadership spirit. And then when you couple that 1 with your North Node, you're going to be dynamite. Because you understand your North Node is your area of takeoff. See? All of the South Node energies that's your lesson zone. That's your zone of lessons. As the planetary systems move through the zodiac signs. Because Lilith shows up for 9 months of darkness in each sign. So, you might be born at a time that your sun sign might be a Sagittarius, and your Lilith could be a Gemini. See? Those are two aspects of the same person, because we are all multi-dimensional beings. I know, y'all probably saying, this woman is crazy. No, she's not. A little higher in knowledge, but she's not crazy. We're multi-dimensional beings. When you understand that you exist on more than one dimension at the same time. See, time is only relevant here. This is the only place that time is relevant. This planet is a walking clock, because it's got a countdown happening for prophetic events to take place. So when you're on a prophetic clock, all things are predestined to happen. Nothing's happening by mistake. It's predestined. They try to flip the script and have you run around here believing snakes are good things. You know why? Because he is the ruler of this earth. So that's more programming. It's to help him slither into your life. Because remember, when the snake came for Eve. He gave her truth embellished. When you understand that casting is casting. Casting happens whether you intend for it to or not, because we are ignorant to the power that our tongues possess as far as speaking, prophesying, and bringing to fruition. We cast spells unbeknownst to ourselves. A lot of times we do it with evil intent because we operate in low vibrational energies. So it's very rare that you're going to cast a spell with positive intent if you're operating in the negative. Let's think about this. Planetary aspects make up who you are. We all exude all 12 signs. Every one of us in aspects of our planet can have 7 out of 12 signs, all 12 signs. Only a few, because one sign will repetitiously repeat. We are all different. That's why I keep impressing birth charts. Birth charts, birth charts. In order for you guys to figure out your life path numbers, you're going to list all your alphabets. Your first row will be from A to I, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is the last letter. Your second row will begin with the letter J and end with the letter R. So run the alphabet from J to R in the second row. In the third row, you will close out your alphabets from S to Z. And in the last row, you will number from 1 to 9. Now, if you take what I've just given you and you jot that down in a little notebook or something, you can figure out your life path numbers. Once you have put all of these numbers together, spell out your name. The way that you assign a number or a value to your number is row 1 is AJS. If you have any of those letters in your name, it gets the value of 1. If you have a B, a K, or a T, it gets the value of 2. A C, a L, or a U would get the value of 3. You carry that all the way down for your entire name, assigning these values 1 through 9 according to which column the letter of your name. If your name is Ann, A-N-N, A would be a 1, N would be a 5, N would be a 5, your number is 11. Okay? That's your first part. And you convert your last name. You add them all up. That'll give you your main number. Gives you an idea of your character, who you are. The number 11 is the character of a number 2, which means you will be sensitive. The number 22 means you are a master builder. Master. 6s are humanitarians. 7s are truth seekers. 5, freedom. Spreading your wings, being authentic. 3 are usually emotional, but are quite intelligent. 4s are practical and hardworking. Okay. So everything has an assigned number to help you understand characteristics of behaviors. In understanding your spiritual self, there are so many aspects of who you are that make up who you are. You're not, like I said, you're not just merely dust. You know, you're inventors, you're creators. When you understand that the creative energy that lives within you, be it you be an artist, or you're into pottery, or you plant flowers, or you write, the creative energy that lives within you, when you go into that thing that you love to do the most, you might like building hobby cars. As you're putting these hobbies together, your creative energy flows. And as it flows, it's something about the flow of that energy that brings in manifestation. It's the flow of that energy that is contained in the pyramids. It's the natural flow of creative forces, of energy that is propelled for ascension. Because in creativity there is ascension. You learn more about yourself. You learn about higher awarenesses and knowledge and consciousness. That's why it's important to know who you are. It's important to know, that's why your birth chart. Your birth chart, your name, these help you identify yourself. Help you understand why your mother might have named you Kevin. And it probably wasn't your mother named Kevin, it was the universe, God. He already decided you were Kevin. He intuitively programmed it into your mother. It's crazy how this thing works. Programming is programming. And when you sit down in front of your TVs and get programmed, you allow yourself to be delved deeper into the matrix, because you will find yourself getting caught up in programming. And when you are caught up in programming, you miss the big picture. So, you're caught up in programming. Read a book, write a book, write a poem. Speak creativity from your soul's depths. Put positive energy back into your environments. And know that the seeds that you plant are the harvest you can reap. So if you plant a lot of seeds of negativity and ill will, all of that low vibrational fruit that you will heed, you will regret it in the end. So plant your fruit. high up on the tree so you get plenty of sunlight, see? Because that's the fruit that you'll enjoy. Watch and see. And through our lives, we learn our lessons. And if we get it right, good God, what blessings. But it's okay. Corny I may be, but the Spirit of God, He still loves me. So, on that note, everybody, I want you to take down the formula for the master chart. I want you to get your birth dates in order, especially the time you were born, for the purpose of life charts. Because these charts navigate you to your destinies. We are star beings. We are. And there has been splicing and dicing, and our government has made contracts in order for them to get the aluminum and other high quality metals and things that they use for our military. And the fact that the nuclear knowledge that they have is really of null and void when it comes to the atoms, since we're out in space, the craters and the moons, the whites, the Martians. They can melt that shit. They have supernatural shit. This is an era of revelation knowledge, which means that the great revealing, things that were hidden from us, things that were taken from us. Revelation knowledge is the great revealing from the book of Revelation. The great revealing. It's revealing things to us in a more understandable concept and way in which we can grasp it and better understand it. Because when, for the most part, we know that the Bible is so put together. It says, it was put together for the slaves. And it makes it clear when he says, slaves, be obedient to your masters. Programming. This is all programming. And that's what I'm trying to say. Women, be obedient to your husbands. If you're obedient to God, you're going to do right by your husband. Because there are ordinances of God that He places in your heart. You do not need, to those who follow the law, you die by the law. The law was made for heathenistics who did not wanted to be, I guess you say, serpent people or whatever, when they want to do their own thing and worship their own gods and deities, because there was many of them. Don't get it twisted. There were many, many demigods. Many. Do not get that twisted. So, at this time, I'd like to tell you that if you enjoy my chit-chat, hanging out with me, subscribe. Come on back. Talk about some more stuff. Because I try to feed you things that can help you in your everyday life and things, thinking on another level rather than the superficial bullshit that is out here. I can read tarot cards, I can pull rooms, I can do all of that. But this channel is for self-evaluation and knowledge, for higher learning and ascension. We use our tarot cards for guidance on our path. We do not get caught up in them. They are just tools for navigation. All things that we use here on the Bonnie B Spiritual Dose, the daily dose of your spiritual vitamin, everything from the Word of Enoch to the Apocrypha, these are guiding tools for your spirituality and your spiritual walk to help you be able to make decisions based on the vitamins in which you have feed your spirit. Your fifth dimensional man. He needs this. He's the one that has to show up in battle. Your 3D man don't show up nowhere but on Earth. That's where the 3D show up. Your fourth dimensional and your fifth dimensional elemental energies in your spiritual being, the myself and the I. The myself, me is always here, but the myself and the I are the two individuals, the spiritual men. They're the ones that have to show up in battle. They're the ones that have to manifest. They're the ones that have to bring shit into reality for this 3D dude right here, the me. It is your altered states of reality and your four-dimensional energies, because in order to cross over into new dimensions, in order to pick up the knowledge that you need from these dimensions, you have to go through the fourth dimension. That's your dream state. All of us have a dream state. Be it you dream or you don't dream, you have the state and the capability of making the body at stasis and allowing your spirit to commune with your spiritual man, for them to come together for the dreams, because these are subconscious thoughts, hopes, and apparitions that are floating around in your subconscious mind. These are things that will come and haunt you in the dream state. You must understand your dimensional energies in order to manifest, in order to bring it to fruition. You must understand them. So we'll just keep tapping and tapping and tapping, and eventually we'll tap it right on out. Okay? So, you guys be blessed. Until it's time to come back and see me again. Here's your daily dose of spiritual life with me, Little Bonnie. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you like my vibe, don't forget, hit subscribe.